In the top stories, staggering local HIV/AIDS statistics revealed. Police probe deaths of Canadian mother and son at Devil's Ridge. And Japan concerned as U.S. files Ospreys despite crash. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, December 1st, 2023. I'm Scotty Hendrickson. Nationally, 50%, the percentage of young people under the age of 30 who are diagnosed with HIV in 2023 in St. Kitts and Nevis. Those statistics were revealed by Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, in a World AIDS Day address delivered on Friday.
An estimated 40 million persons are living with HIV, PL-HIV worldwide, and 224 persons living with HIV reside in the Federation. In 2021, over 1.5 million persons were infected with HIV globally. The toll in 2021 was uneven, as people 15 to 24 and young women were disproportionately affected. In the Federation, an average of 17 persons were diagnosed with HIV each year over the past 5 years. In 2023, 12 persons have been newly diagnosed with HIV. So far, with 50% of these cases under 30 years of age. In 2022, 38% of the newly diagnosed cases were under 30 years. According to UNAIDS, young people are at risk for HIV. And in our population, adolescents and young persons are emerging as a vulnerable target group. We have a responsibility to protect.
In keeping with the theme, Let Communities Lead, he highlighted the ways in which communities assist.
The theme for today's celebration is Let Communities Lead. Organizations of communities at risk of HIV and those living with HIV have a significant role to play in curbing the transmission of this infectious disease. Organizations of vulnerable communities help to build trust in health services. They help health authorities gain access to key populations for the delivery of preventative and treatment services. Such communities have the potential to link persons living with HIV to patient-centered health services. Community-led organizations can add impetus to our national HIV response and advance progress towards ending AIDS. Therefore, we must let communities lead.
He praised the work of the Ministry of Health and its successes.
The health team has worked tirelessly in curbing HIV transmission locally, and some of the main accomplishments include: 1. Sustained availability of free antiretroviral therapy medication to all PL-HIVs. 2. Elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV and syphilis in 2017, and this validation status has been maintained so far. 3. Sustained HIV screening with an average of 2,300 persons being screened annually over the past 4 years. 4. Increase in the number of persons from key populations who are trained HIV testers. 5. Increase in laboratory capacity at JNF General Hospital, where samples can be processed for viral load and CD4 T lymphocyte count.
The Ministry of Health is inviting persons to visit the square for free HIV testing that's taking place on Friday. Church leaders across St. Kitts and Nevis came together on Thursday, November 30th, 2023, for a pastors' conference organized by the Ministry of Ecclesiastical and Faith-Based Affairs in collaboration with the St. Kitts Christian Council, Evangelical Association, and the Seventh-day Adventist Church. More than 50 church representatives came together to explore various topics, including pastoral ministerial ethics in a changing world and the role of pastors in grief counseling. Minister of Ecclesiastical and Faith-Based Affairs, the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, expressed gratitude to the participants for their continued support throughout the year.
For a ministry that just started just over 14 months ago in terms of the new ministry that is a construct, adding on faith base. We have done extremely well. All of the signature projects or activities that we targeted for this year, we were able to complete them, and I am extremely happy for the support that all of you have been given to this ministry.
The conference was held under the theme Uniting Faith for Purpose and was held at the Kuna Conference Room on Thursday. Minister Hanley said it is hoped that the day's session would have positive results.
When I see this kind of gathering, and I must admit I'm not certain if I've ever witnessed something like this before, where so many pastors coming together, this is a signal that St. Kitts and Nevis is indeed sold out for Jesus. And I continue to indulge and ask of your support as we continue to do what is right and what He has called us to do. And today, as you gather here in the Pastors' Conference under the theme, Uniting in Faith for Purpose, I am quite certain that the objectives would be met, and we will begin to see the fruits after we would have planted some specific seeds.
He highlighted several 2023 achievements, including the National Day of Prayer, a forum of intellectual property and the church, and various faith-based group engagements. Looking ahead, Dr. Hanley promised exciting developments for 2024, including the planned commissioning of a cemetery in Sandy Point, signaling continued growth and support for the faith-based community in St. Kitts and Nevis.